All right. Huh? What was that? Hold on, let me end the live real quick on my TikTok. Hold on. Go live. Did it say underclocking? Yo. Cooling your computer to avoid lowering. Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean? That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. But we are doing another late night beat stream because it's late night and I stream beats, and I said I was going to do that yesterday. And I don't know. I feel like it's something where I'd stream most days of the week. I feel like it's a um good way of doing things. And I think eventually I want to open up another, like, get another creator or like someone else who creates. But before we go in, I'm not gonna lie. I know over the past few weeks, I felt like for the longest time, uh, Bryson Gray and Tyson James were talking about like the letter community a lot in their music, which, I mean, I get it. It's a problem that we must face as Christians. But I felt like that was like their whole thing. And now I'm starting to see a change, which I'm like, dude, that's amazing. I really think that's what needed to happen, is like they have a certain sound and a certain way they do things. But I think what's important is when we focus on one thing too much, it almost like doesn't make it so that you can be as much of a help or make something that, because I feel like, yeah, it's a problem. It's a sin, just like any other sin. But it was something where I felt like they were very hyper fixated on it. But I'm realizing now some of these new records that Bryson's Gray is dropping, I like them. I really do. I like what he has to say. I like how it's just not just focused on that. And I think that's part of the problem is sometimes when you get into an artist or you like get into what they're known for, it's like it sounds like that's the only thing they ever talk about, right? But it's not. That's not the truth. So I think that's what's important at the end of the day is like sometimes social media actually algorithmically feeds you um a certain perspective of someone. So it's almost like you won't even um consider them and what they're doing. And I think just seeing that there's like some change up in what he's doing and in his catalog, I like that a lot. I think that's a really awesome thing. So, I know I'm yapping right now, but like the stream, share the stream, do all that. Follow the stream, follow the live creator. Helps me out a lot. And even if you don't spend money, if you want to spend time hanging out and we make some music, that's great. That Discord right there, songwriter support, that's that's my actual Discord. So feel free to add me on there if you guys want to connect with me. And that phone line is a Google Voice line. So if you guys want to connect with me via text, you need some help on projects, you need help with your computer setup, with live streaming, getting involved in that, making content, doing stuff like that. That's the goal with songwriter support, is help people understand the gift that God has given them at a deeper level and have a direct resource to contact. So I think what I had saw, if you guys actually watch my testimony from my YouTube channel or from my TikTok page, I've been so involved in the music industry over my career that I realize that it tries to trap you. Like a lot of people think, oh, you like sign your soul away getting involved with it. And no, that's not the thing. Is like it's compromise. Like the contracts where you compromise. That's really what it boils down to at the end of the day. Until you get to that point where you don't even it's like your heart is being hardened like Pharaoh. Like you're ultimately just constantly trying to do your own thing and make money. What's that? Are you just like spamming that in the chat on my YouTube? Okay. Well, it is what it is. So, I'm going to cuz I don't know what that means. I'm just not going to repeat it. I have no idea what it means. I'm not trying to get banned. I think let's just start. Let's just see if Labs will crash when I boot it up. I want to start with like some free sounds. Make something kind of corny at first. What does that mean? Like why do you keep spamming in the chat? That's so insane. That they're just spamming the same thing. Because I have no idea what that means. Oh. What's good? What's good, y'all? Booting up a copy of Labs. I don't know why. It just, ever since the most recent updates, it's lagged super hard. If you guys use Labs or any like free VSTs, stuff like that, let me know if you have that issue in the comments. Let me know if you guys have that issue. And just letting you know, we believe Jesus in this chat. We love Jesus in this chat. So know that. Know what you're walking into. Because there's been people more recently I've recognized that when I start to bring up his name, they don't want to believe in the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And we do around these parts. We do. Because God has done a lot. And not just for me. Oh my goodness, dude. Labs just keeps doing this, and I have no idea why. It just likes to almost crash and then not boot. But it does. That's just the way it is. If you guys use Labs, again, let me know if you've been having this issue on the most recent updates or if it's just because my computer is old. But for some reason, it just likes to crash super hard in the user interface to the point where it almost crashes my software. And then it works. So if you guys make music, let me know. But I'm trying to get the late night beat stream. Oh, your name is that. Okay. Well, even if your name is that, you don't have to necessarily spam your name in the chat. Because it's not going to make me say it. Yeah, that's wild. Okay, so for some reason, Labs just wants to crash on me, so I'm going to use something else. Likes to do that every once in a while. If you guys have had that issue with some free plugins, let me know. That is one of the downsides of free plugins sometimes, is like you load it and the user interface just crashes on you. Just likes to take a fat dookie. So yeah, now we're stalling because it just didn't want to load. But welcome to the streams, everybody. Both on YouTube and TikTok. I have the text updated there. So if you guys want to add me on Discord, and I'll add you to the Discord server that I just created, you're more than welcome to. We like Jesus around here. We like making music. I want to make a place where people can collaborate, talk about their faith, and get advice. Like, have a direct line, a way to contact me. But also that's what the phone number is for too. It's a Google Voice line. So right now, if you try to call me, it'll probably go straight to voicemail. But you can call or text that number if you ever need songwriter support. And that's exactly what I had built this channel for. So let me see, now that I finally have loaded a sound. Now that it finally decided to load. Let's see what we got here. And this is a free library from Emergence Audio, if I'm not mistaken. Sounds pretty good. Okay. Yeah, let me make sure my CPU isn't clocking too crazy. I know I changed my buffer before I streamed last time to record vocals. We'll see. I'm wondering if I might want to do something slower today. Still kind of fast, but okay. So C sharp minor. Welcome. Kanye's version. That's crazy. Even make that I didn't think that would be a thing. Ooh. Something about that. It's like keeping that pedal note, the D sharp. Ooh. Dun. Like the stream, share the stream, follow the streamer, you know the deal. That helps a lot, everybody. Wonder if huh, that's interesting that it does that. Hold on. Hold on. Kind of like where that's going. I don't want to do like a... Ooh. Okay. I like where that's going. Let's move that out some. Welcome, everybody to the stream. Like and follow and do all that jazz, all that fun stuff. It helps out a lot. Helps out your boy. Ooh, this might be a good one for my next video that I'm working on. Like the stream. Share the stream. Okay. I feel like I need to add a part like that. I think it starts out actually. What's good? I'm blessed, man. Y'all doing good? Okay, I feel like I like where that's going. By who? It's a good question. But I feel like I got the... Get that, like, jazzy feel. Is it that one track that's on like YouTube a lot? Because I probably have using it in shorts. I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. That's a good track. Yeah, definitely. I need to make some stuff like that too for some of my videos. Because, like, not everything I need to put into a video needs to be, I could. Right now, I don't know. I'm just making kind of whatever. I wanted to try something different. Like, instead of using, because I'm writing it in the key of C-sharp minor, but I decided to start on the 6. So I could... So really A major, and then going down to pulling out my jazz. Because I'm adding that D sharp in there. Thank you. That's what I was thinking. I felt like just like a slow arpeggio for this part. But I feel like I could start it out kind of very synth-like, kind of like that Snowfall song. And then add the drums later into it and for like a section. Ooh, hold on. So it'd be like... Dun, dun. Probably could. Yeah, probably could. Really, when it comes to collaboration, I'm just going to be 100% upfront. As long as you're registered with, like, if you're in the US, as long as you're registered with, like, ASCAP or BMI, and we're going to put something out there, like, I'm usually pretty cool with it. It's just about, because it's not about the money, it's about the rights. Like, and once you start putting music out there, dude, these, low pitch, high frequency. Yeah. Because I have something that's going on in the background there. It's just in there. It's just nothing's mixed. But I'm feeling like I want to match that chord progression that I made at first. So it's like a A major with a so flat 4. What would that be? Or it's a 4th. Yeah, that's okay. I just wanted to match that melody. This part, just the D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, E, D sharp, right there. So that's what I was thinking with that guitar part, but I got distracted because somebody asked a question But yeah, if you make music or you're like trying to go in that realm, right? Like I could. The problem becomes like when you start making music and you're not recording it to a metronome or like putting it to rhythm and you expect somebody to like make a song out of it, there comes like a few things that can come about. It's like, what direction do you want? What how fast do you want the song to go, or how slow do you want the song to go? What's the lyrical content? But so you have the melody, but you don't want to sing it. You just want the song out of your head. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's an interesting take. What's good, Bryce? TikTok? There we go. I like that idea. Oh, it's the compression that's going on. I was wondering. So, when you start getting into that realm, like, you know, you could have a ton of lyrics, right? Do they rhyme? What's the meaning behind it? Do you have a context? I think that's what becomes difficult about songwriting is unless you start kind of putting it to chords or doing things, it's a poem at that point. Like, and once you structure it into a song, that gets into a different category. Like then you're putting melodies, you're putting things in structure, you're putting it together to be finalized into an idea. So it's like, is it like you have a poem and some melodies? Because I mean it's possible, but I realize documentation of your idea is important, and if you just have it written down and you don't really have a rhythm or things or what do you want it to sound like or where you want it to go, it's not going to go anywhere. Like that's the same thing with even these ideas. It's like you have to start somewhere and then just keep the journey going, like keep going until the idea is completely fleshed out. I feel like even with any producer, there's only so much you can do with something. But if it's like, you know, it just depends on exactly what you want. I did that for a while. I was kind of like, I used to gig. I feel like a lot of us are. But I'm kind of also like, I like consistent income. I like not having to be up till 3 a.m. because of the gig. So I prefer doing this too, because I make music, I release music, and I feel like God's using this as an opportunity to like build something really awesome here. Because I really think there's a lot of wisdom and insight I can give to people who are in that position, who like maybe they go and they play clubs, they play bars, they want to get in the industry and they want to do stuff. And you realize like if you play original music, nobody wants to hear it. But if you go out and you like learn a whole bunch of cover songs and then go out to the bars and stuff like that and you do that, I mean you can. But it's a whole thing within itself. Like you got to network, you got to be out in the community. It's a ton of work. It really is. Like it's a lifestyle too. Like if you want to be a gigging musician. And I don't have an amp that I would consider being able to play out gigs right now. Like, could I probably go get one? Yeah, I really don't want to, though. Because I've just been trying to tackle debt, save money, do things like that. Like, tackle stuff that I think is more important right now. But with songwriter support, like, it's more so I could help people who are trying to record their ideas or need production, want to learn sound design and production and stuff like that. And I think there's a lot of people that now more than ever, like they have ideas stuck in their head and they want them fleshed out. But the thing that I think is difficult is if you come onto a live stream and you ask somebody, it's like, yeah, they probably could, but you have to know the context of like where you are. Because if depending on where somebody is within the songwriting process, it may be more difficult to flesh it out. It might take more time. Yeah, I'm wondering if this should be. I mean, here's the thing. With AI, I'm not as concerned about it because, yes, but the problem is all of the models have been trained on copyrighted music. So now there's this really, really tough area and probably potential lawsuits that are going to be coming within the next few years because there's a lot of trained AI content on that. Like it's trained on copyrighted material. So it becomes a problem with it. And dude, I've come across people even on YouTube where I look them up and the person themselves, they're like, oh, I'm a Christian or I'm Catholic, I go to church. And like, they make all these different AI songs. And they're like, oh, I'm a musician now. And I'm just like, dude, that is not the case. Like just because you input some information and some lyrics doesn't mean that into AI does not make you a musician. And there's tons of websites. You got Suno, you have Udio, and they sound good, but there's still now they have imprinting. Yeah, that's Suno, that's Udio. They've been had that for years now, like almost 2 years. But here's the problem. That's what I'm saying is Suno's probably going to be going through some lawsuits soon because of the nature of where they trained all of their artificial intelligence. So if you're going to use it, just know like they're tracking it now and they're going to also make it. A lot of the music distributors are making it so if you document that's what your idea is, it doesn't get as spread out as it could. So understand that too. I think that's super important to understand. Just because there's a lot of Right, exactly. See what I'm saying? Like they're using copyrightable likenesses and material, because that's why I before I want to work with somebody, like actually write a song with somebody, I would like you to at least be registered with a performing rights organization, which is free now. Like ASCAP, to be registered as a writer and a publisher, is free now. And I want people to understand that, like, the industry does not care about money. They have money. They care about rights. So if you have your rights, they'll give you money for them. You understand that, right? Like that's how it works. They give you money for your rights. And that's what happened with Oliver Anthony. Like, they were trying to come at him for a $7 million deal, and Joe Rogan told him, no, they're going to screw you over because they want your rights. They want ownership to your likeness, to your name. And that's what's more important. So that's what Suno trained all their stuff off of, is like famous songs or scraping information that they legally didn't have the copyright for. They didn't have it. It wasn't a legal way of doing things. So I want people to understand that when you deal with AI, you're standing on a slippery slope. It sounds cool, but they have ways to digitally track it now, and they're doing things to essentially like limit the usage, like limit the ways that you can use it. So I really think that um, it's best to stray away from it. It's like that's like the best thing you could really do, um, because it just becomes a slippery slope. There's nothing good about it, really. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a like on the TikTok stream just so it bumps into more people. I'm gonna hit the freaking buttons. No internet connection, my behind. Yeah, and so when you get into songwriting, oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if TikTok is banned in India, just because when you start getting into like the information that TikTok takes, or a lot of the companies in China, like how they're involved, they have to report that information to the Chinese government. So I don't expect every country to be okay with that. A lot of them really aren't. And I think what's super important is, yeah, don't go to AI to be writing songs. And if you want to message me on Discord or send me a text message via the phone or leave a voicemail to the phone line, like, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, like, before I collaborate or give direction, I want to know exactly where you are and what your goal is, because to finish songs, it's important to know the end. Like, you have to think about the end in mind, because what idea you have in your head and the way it may actually end up is a whole different thing. But then once it's done and it's finalized, putting it out there, how are you going to get it to people? How are you like, you have to come up with a plan. I'm not saying that you have to have the plan ready by the time you go to record the song. It's just, know once you get the ball rolling, um yeah, so the Discord, you could send it there. um I'd need to put the email in there, but if you I'm gonna put the email pinned as a comment. If you want to send it there, Or if you want to book a free call with me, like that's something that we can do a consult basically. Or if you just want to send me your music that you're working on, songsupbook@gmail.com. That's the email. But yeah, like, I give people advice. I'll review music, just not on stream. I don't want copyright issues. I think a lot of people use samples and stuff like that, and it can cause issues with any streamer. Like, especially if you're small, I don't even want to take that risk. I've had enough of dealing with that over the years. So, oh, that's fine. But the thing I've learned is if it's songs that are already out there, like even if it's a full DJ set, if it's songs that are already released, if it's a splice sample, if it's a sample that you bought off somebody, like, unless you have the rights to it, I don't. So then it just becomes an issue where if I play it, then all of a sudden YouTube wants me to mute it on the VOD or take it off my stream, or could send me an email and being like, hey, you just played something. Yeah, like literally. And people don't realize that. They don't know their rights, and it becomes a major problem later in their career. And they think that just do the thing, right? Absolutely. You should. You should absolutely do the thing. But you also should know it's a dangerous game. The music industry is not for the weak. And if somehow you're able to do it Monday through Friday, God bless you, man. Like, most people have to do it on the weekends. You know what I mean? Like, most of the time, when I'm dealing with the music industry, it's like on the weekends. Yeah, I like where that's going. I feel like that's kind of like the bigger idea. And starting out, it could be like... Yeah, sounds good. Either that, or if you got demos, if you want to email it, you're more than welcome to. Or Discord it to me. Like, I'm willing to listen to it if you guys have questions. Yeah, this is one of those like slow songs. Right. I kind of like it. It is very calming. I feel like I should make like there should be like a ARP or something like that. Something right here with Vital. Like make a... Let me see. See. Oh, that sign pad though actually sounds really good layered with that. Yeah, I agree. This is like some nice, just chill. Ooh, some like shaker percussion type stuff. Hold on. There's like one other pack that I have that I really like the where is it? Yeah, Breaks and Beats. This one had some really cool percussion. See, like these kind of loops and things. Oh, I do have bass on it. It's just not super loud. It's like a sub sine. I just don't have like a ton of. And if you mean bass guitar, yeah, sure. But I haven't like been mixing it. It's just a sine. There you go. There you go. Now it's fat. Bob the King of Roblox. Ooh. Ooh. I like that one. I think it was 90. I like that. So this is what I want people to know. If you're going to use loops in your music, percussion loops and drum loops are actually 100% okay. Like, that's not copyrightable. It's when you do it with melodies. Like, that's what's copyrightable. And that actually happened with the Amen break. Like, most people that listen to drum and bass and stuff, that's the most sampled drum recording ever used. So now I want to do something. I feel like I like this refract plugin. I like what it does. It's not there. Oh, come on. I must be lagging too hard. Oh, dude, the TikTok virtual screen is lagging super hard. I'm so sorry. I think I know why. I think it's because I need to freeze some sounds. And I have some things set up in a way that could be better. But if things are lagging out, I'm sorry. It's because I'm dual streaming and I've been trying some new things. And apparently my computer does not like them at all. So feel free to ask your questions if you want to connect with me on Discord, if you want to connect with me via that number. That's a Google Voice line. You can text that line. Oh, yeah, I know. It lagged. It lagged on both of them. It was super bad. It lagged super bad on TikTok because I'm using virtual camera to pipeline it over. But if you guys do want to know how to dual stream and do things like this, and you want to know, like, how do you set it up? How do you do any of that? You can contact me via Discord. You can contact me on that line, and I can either give you some advice, or if you really need me to go in there and go deeper with your computer, that's something that I can do. But yeah, I'm going to freeze some of these tracks right now just to see if that'll actually kind of tame it down. Because that's the other thing is a lot of people don't realize your computer is a limitation at times, but it's about how you set it up. It's about how things are set up. Because I don't know, maybe I just need to bump the quality down a little bit on my end, but I don't think so. I don't know. I kind of like the 1080. I feel like it looks okay enough. So that's why I try to keep it where it is. So shout out everybody who's been watching the late night streams. You guys are real ones. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for the support. Thank you for subscribing to the pages. If you haven't already, if you're on TikTok, go ahead and follow, like it, do all that jazz. That helps a lot with the page. I know I haven't been posting as much content, and it's just because I've been more focused on this. Like, and you know, it's interesting. They tell you post videos from your live stream and stuff like that. And bro, I like get no views, no likes, nothing like that. But if I make content, it works. So yeah, it's running a lot better. See, that's so crazy, dude. This plugin's wild. I really like a lot of the Arturia stuff. Oh! Guess it just didn't like that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of like open up the filter a little bit. Start out kind of like way lower. Maybe like nothing. And then just... Oh, wow. Going to school, huh? Awesome. Study up. Yeah, get off my stream. Don't be so distracted. I wonder if I should like roll off some top end on this one, or like... Yeah. There's something about that like tape emulation that just sounds so good. Trying to remember where arpeggiator was in this one. Inactivity? That's the only thing I don't like about TikTok Live. You know, I think I'm just going to use Ableton to do the ARP, like do the MIDI effect. Oh, I think I know why. Oh. Mm. No sound detected. This is some crap, dude. Why does the TikTok stream does that? Like if I sit and think for a second, it's like no sound detected, inactivity detected. No, I'm just thinking. Okay. I like where this is going. Okay. I feel like there's some mixing things, but pretty much done where I kind of want it. I feel like this could be good for a video. This could be good for something that's a little bit more calm. Start spamming the like button on the live. Y'all should do the same. Play this one back one more time. So I wonder if I should just do this the entire stream next time. Just like smash the like button until my hand just falls off. Just like, look at that. This doesn't make any sense, bro. Why this matters for you being shown to people. Like me just sitting here going into my live. They doing that. See, I'm already almost to 1,000 likes. That's insane. That's the most insane thing about these apps, dude. They're like, this is how you get shown to people. Oh, I gotta adjust that, because I didn't realize that all that extra jazz. There you go. There's the Discord. There's the phone. Bam. I'm going to change that because now I know what it looks like. Oh, it's actually a little off screen on the TikTok. I didn't realize that it like downsamples it that much. That's wild. But there you go, right above my head. You can contact me there. And it's good to know now. It's like, all right, cool. Now I know if you guys want to be in contact with me, You absolutely can. That is my Google Voice line. That is a line that is dedicated to this. And now it looks like, oh, it just looks so off. I thought I had it. Nope. Now it looks a little more off. Should be the same. Close enough. I think that works for me. I'm going to lock that so then the next time I stream, y'all can get in contact with me and it looks good. Because I didn't realize it was above everything on the stream. So, appreciate everybody who's tuned in, been checking them out. I know I don't stream for a super long time after work. But I just want to thank y'all for real. Like, y'all are awesome. Send likes, subscribe, do all that jazz. I think I'll play it one more time and then maybe finish it for a video. Do it later. Just running the likes up. Because it's crazy. They give me that control to be able to do that. I think that's insane. I think it's kind of dumb too, but I guess if it helps, it helps. And like I was saying, if you guys ever want songwriter support, you need help with just ideas, production, mixing, mastering, being able to work in the box, do things from home, you absolutely can. Welcome to the stream. I'm just spamming the likes right now. I'm going to be 100% transparent with y'all. It'd be lagging out right now. Why? And now it doesn't. I could not explain that to you. I gotta fix some of this. All right. Well, because it looks different on the screens I'm taking. I feel like it probably looks different on YouTube. But I don't know. I'll just have to figure it out later. Either way, like I'm grateful for everybody who's hopped on the stream, who's checked it out. Um, and I think to end it, I'm gonna go ahead and pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for another opportunity today. Thank you for blessing me with everything that I need and blessing others with everything they need, with a roof over their head, with water, with food, with whatever that they need right at this moment. And if they're struggling right now, Lord, I pray that they leave it all at your feet, that they just trust you and trust whatever's going on. And I know there are times where we get angry, we get mad, we get sad, we get in our emotions and we think that you're not there, but you're always there with us, Lord. And I pray that you continue to reveal yourself to others who may not know you. I pray that I could be used as a vessel to help people understand that the gifts that they have are given without repentance, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't repent. That doesn't mean you shouldn't change your mind and go a different way, which is facing towards God. I pray more people get to know Jesus through what I do and get to see the light of God through what I do and not make it about me, but make it more about you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank y'all so much for everybody who's tuned in. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful evening, morning, whatever it might be. It's almost 2 o'clock where I am. Take care.